Howdy folks, Zapper here, aka Sean, and this is a preview of things to come. So it's going to take me a minute to figure out how I'm going to get this whole thing set up, because it's definitely going to take all of that table, and I just got to figure out the most efficient way of setting it up. So for those of you that don't know, this is Next War Korea, which easily fits. But I also have Next War Taiwan right there, and then I have Next War Vietnam right over there. And it's going to take me a little bit to figure out how to finagle all this stuff to where it fits. And again, efficiency is going to be the thing, right? Because this is a 4x8 table. And just being able to reach the things and have the displays like these, you know, your game information displays and your air superiority displays kind of set up the way I want them. So here's one of the issues, right? Is I like the small cards. I like being it because you can move these way easier than you can move the big map. This one here for Vietnam is going to be the pain in the butt, because I can get Korea, I can get Taiwan, I can get Vietnam. So I'm kind of thinking that this is what I'm going to do. Something of this nature. This one is the one that's kind of throwing the wrench. It's kind of gumming up the works. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do there. I do have this table over here that I can use, but again, it's going to be that efficiency thing, right? I'm going to have to go from here to here. I know it's first world problems, right? You know, everybody that's watching this is obviously going to feel terribly sorry for me that I've got all this space and can't figure out how to get things right. But, you know, I'm just kind of trying to figure it out in my head how I'm going to do this. I think this is the one that's going to be the pain. If this was more like this, well, more like this one. So I'm not a fan of when they put too much stuff on a big piece. It's fine if you're just playing Next War Vietnam, but when you're trying to combine stuff, this is where it's, you know, it's like a jigsaw puzzle. You're trying to fit it all together. So anyway, I'll get back to you in a little bit when I'm not going to crack the code in this. I'm probably not going to know until I get everything set up and then I start playing as to how it's going to work right. But preview of things to come. World War III in the Pacific. I think it's going to fit perfectly with what's going on in the world right now as far as the 2020 elections, right? Like, so in my mind, the scenario is going to be something to the effect of China decides to take advantage of the turmoil in the United States. And I think what they're going to do, this is just, you know, kind of in my head right now. China decides they're going to invade Taiwan, taking advantage of the turmoil in America right now. So I think I will start Taiwan first. If I'm not mistaken, off the top of my head, I believe a game turn is 3 days, something like 3 days. So I'm going to start Taiwan, and then maybe a turn or two later, I will start Vietnam, because the Chinese will capitalize even more so off of what happens in Taiwan. Then they will decide, hey, we're going to expand our sphere of influence. So then maybe a game turn later, which would be about 3 days, they decide to invade Vietnam. And then I think what will happen is maybe a turn after that. So after about a week of China doing what they're doing, it emboldens North Korea, and they will also take advantage of the turmoil in the United States. And then, of course, America is going to be thrown back on its heels because they didn't see that coming. North Korea will then launch its invasion of South Korea and attempt to reunite the country of Korea. So that's kind of where my head is at as far as the scenario. But yeah, I think the first game that I have to play is how do I put all this together in a way that I'm not going to have to do a whole. It's efficient. I think that that's hit my tripod. That's going to be the best way, or that's the best way to describe it. So there you have it, folks. This is what is on the table. It's probably going to be on the table for a while because these are going to be, this one's I've played the big scenario on this one, and it takes a while. So now when you combine 3 games into one, so it's gonna be a minute. So if you're a fan of the Next War series, then this is the place to be right now. So we'll catch you guys later.